What's cracking, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today we are back with FK2 Type R goodies, as the Civic is going to get a lot louder. Yes, ladies and gents, so we are back at AP Tuning, of course, with Gary and Dan, and the Civic is going to be getting some exhaust parts on today, and then in the next video the car is going to be going on the dyno and we're going to be seeing what results we can get. Okay, so for the exhaust parts that we've got going on the car, we've gone for a little bit more of an unorthodox style with the exhaust, because most people would normally do, say, like a catback system or just a Tegawa B-pipe. But if you saw the previous video, you'll know that I went and got a Cobra Sports Cat for this car for 180 quid, which was an absolute steal. Now, as well as that, I also managed to find a second-hand Tegawa B-pipe, because they don't make them anymore, so you have to get them when they come up second-hand for sale, and luckily I picked one of these up as well. So this is one section of the Tegawa B-pipe, so it's basically getting rid of the resonators out of the car, and then this was the Sports Cat that I picked up, and I have shown this in videos before, but look at this, 180 quid, it's only had 1,000 miles on it. And it's in amazing condition. Okay, so that's going to be going on. So Dan is currently, like I say, just working on getting off the old one. And then we've got the Tegawa B-pipe, which is a straight section. So that's the straight section here. And then we've got the second section there as well. So that is going to be going on the car as well today. And I am buzzing to hear what it sounds like, because like I say, it's a bit more of an unorthodox exhaust style. Most people go for maybe just the B-pipe, or they do just a catback system, but we're doing the Sports Cat and the B-pipe, and I've heard things could get quite rowdy. Now, what I will say as well is that the cheapest catback system you can get for the FK2 is a Jap speed one. They're around 500 quid, but we paid 180 quid for the Sports Cat. For the Tegawa B-pipe, we picked it up second-hand for only £80, and then we've had to buy like £100 worth of gaskets. So that has cost us 80 plus 180, 260, 360 quid for this whole setup. And trust me, it's freeing up a lot of the stuff that a lot of people say is the, restrictive areas of the car, because when we take off the current resonator, B-pipe, mid-pipe, whatever you're going to call it, that has two resonators on there that are quite restrictive, and then we're changing over the cat as well. So actually we're freeing up a lot of the areas that can be restricted for this car, and it's only cost me around 360 quid, which is going to be an absolute bargain hopefully, and I can't wait to hear how it sounds. Just a quick interruption as well on the video, guys. If you are not supporting the channel, then go ahead and hit that subscription button, also the notifications bell, so you know when the next video is going to be coming, and also go and drop a like on this video. I'd really appreciate it. It helps me and the channel grow so I can keep bringing you awesome content. Now, back into the video. So Dan is currently just whipping off the cap, but what I want to show you, because the car's up, I just want to show you the B-pipe and what it's going to essentially replace. I might have to put some music over the top, because they are playing music in the shop, because would you want to work for 8-9 hours in a garage all day with no music? But let's go have a look. So as you can see, those two resonators on there are, again, they're quite restrictive, and also the piping on the Civic's not great, because it's not like a straight line, it kind of like curves and goes round, so it's not perfectly ideal. So helping to free up some of that exhaust so that obviously we can get things through a lot quicker by adding on that B-pipe is going to be such a good way to go. So whilst Dan is having some amazing fun removing stuff off the car, which he's totally not, and he's kind of getting into it, what I'm going to do is show you this amazing Evo though that is here. There's a lot of always nice cars down at AP. This one's sat on the dyno. I don't know if it's been on here for tuning. I think it might have been actually, because it is plugged in. So not totally sure what's been done, but this is going to be easily running 500, if not more, brake horsepower. Absolute weapon. And if you look at it, it is pretty much just a stock body Evo, and then you obviously pop open the bonnet and big filter. Don't think it's running a blow-off valve. So you're going to get all the turbo noises, obviously big build going on, and I think whoever's car this is, I think he does take it round track with Gary. Obviously he's done some time attack stuff as well, big OMP seats. Like, there's some serious builds that happen down here, and like I say, at the back, it is literally just stock. I think it is an MR, but it's absolutely amazing. Just like I say, it's even got seats still in there in the back, harnesses all put in, absolutely gorgeous car. And that's the other thing that I love about coming to AP, is that when you look at the dyno, because obviously of the way the car's face, because you want to put the big fan to obviously give you that feed of air, look at the colour of that wall. I'm not going to, but I guarantee if I swipe my finger on there, that would be very black. It's like a chimney. It literally, look how thick the smoke is, and that is what is coming out the back of the cars. But like I say, this is an absolute sick build, and I'm not going to lie, that is the goal one day, to get the Evo built with Gary. Whether we do a 500, 600 horsepower build, I don't know, but that thing is spot on. So while the guys are changing over the exhaust and everything else, we're also getting another maintenance job done today, and that is changing over the radiator clamps. Now, I've mentioned this before in a previous video of mine, and these radiator clamps are a massive issue for failing and rusting, and then what it can do is it can cause head gasket issues, which is obviously not going to be good. And if I show you this one, if I spin this round so I can make sure it's in the picture, look how rusty that is. And these kind of like pinch clips, there's 4 of them, and they are your radiator hoses, and you should definitely look to replace them, because like I say, if they fail, they can cause a head gasket issue, which could mean an engine rebuild. So what Gary and Dan have done is they've whipped off the old ones for me, and that's how I'm showing you this one here. And like I say, this is just maintenance, okay? This isn't performance, this is a maintenance thing. So definitely get them checked on your FK2 if you haven't, and get them replaced. We're putting on Jubilee clamps, which obviously are going to be better, and I think they're going to be better made. So definitely get that checked as a maintenance thing, so you don't have them fail and you don't have issues with your FK2. And we're going to be doing as well, via taking these off, we're also going to be doing a coolant change. It's going to have brand new coolant in there as well before it gets on the dyno. Okay guys, so the exhaust is on. The Sports Cat didn't fit perfectly, and there was a little bit of adjustment around the subframe. I have had to go and contact Cobra to speak to them about that, because we've had to do a little bit of playing around, and it's not ideal. Like I say, it's quite close to the subframe, so I've contacted them to see if it's like a fault, but the person who I got it from said it fitted perfectly, so a bit of a weird one. But the parts are off, so we should be getting a first start very soon. So they are just buttoning up a few bits and bobs, and then we are going to be giving the car the first start. Everything's tightened up. I am looking forward to how this is going to sound, because like I say, it's an unorthodox way of doing the exhaust with the Tegawood B-pipe and a Sports Cat. Most people just go for the B-pipe and it gives it a little bit more sound, but adding the Sports Cat on, it could potentially be really rowdy. And I'm just buzzing to see what it's going to sound like and show you guys. And like I say, for the steel that we paid for these parts, it's going to be amazing. Fingers crossed. Cool, that's loud. That's different. Oh shit. Give me a chat of that. Go on, give it a bit more. Oh, go on. Oh, very different. Wow. Wow. Wow is all I can say. That sounds absolutely amazing. Cobra Sports Cat and a Tegawood B-pipe, and it's settled down quite nicely now, so it's not too bad. But on first start up, when it was cold, it was pretty rowdy. So my neighbours are gonna love me, but I think it sounds absolutely amazing. And now it's settled down, when you give it some revs, there's a few sort of burbles and pops, but that's just natural. We're not going to map anything like that in. I think it sounds absolutely amazing. I'm over the moon with that. For 360 quid for all the parts and the gaskets, absolutely insane. So as always, like I say, it's a massive thank you to Gary and Dan down at AP Tuning. They've done amazing, and that is the exhaust fitting and first sound startup video. It sounds insane. Can't wait to take it for a drive. And the next video you're going to see is going to be putting the car on the dyno. As always, please support this channel, hit that sub button, notifications, drop a like on there as well, and let me know in the comments, what do you think to that exhaust and how it sounds, or that exhaust setup. Bit unorthodox, bit different, but I think it sounds pucker, and we really got steered on the parts. So like I say, support the channel. We'll see you in the next one, when it should hopefully be getting the car on the dyno and seeing what she makes. Peace out.